From Tom Cruise firmly putting an interviewer in his place,
Here's the thing, Peter. You're stepping over a line now. You're stepping over a line, you know you are.
to Sofia Vergara delivering a slap that no one saw coming,
Sofia Vergara, has anyone checked for a penis?
these are the moments that prove some celebrities have zero patience for disrespect. Let's begin with the moment Matthew McConaughey calmly but sharply shut down Joy Behar after a question went too far.
Do you think you could get elected in Texas being anti-gun?
Do I think I could get elected in Texas being anti-gun?
But he didn't take the bait. Instead, he calmly let her know he wasn't here to play word games, and if that's what politics required, he wasn't interested.
One thing about if me in politics is to give you a direct statement right there is me playing a game that I'm not interested in playing. To give you a direct statement right there.
What made this so powerful? He didn't dodge the question. He just refused to let it be reduced to a trap. Matthew has always taken a thoughtful, measured stance on gun reform.
These regulations are not a step back. They're a step forward for a civil society and the Second Amendment.
This wasn't performative. McConaughey had already done the work, lobbying at the White House, advocating for background checks, and pushing for responsible reforms, all while respecting the Second Amendment.
For gun ownership, responsible gun ownership. We need background checks. We need to raise the minimum age to purchase an AR-15 rifle.
Key detail? He never lost his cool. That's the McConaughey difference. Anti-BS, pro-solutions. When the interview tried to force him into a corner, he didn't rage. He reset the debate on his terms. Speaking of resetting debates, our next moment proves Taylor Swift doesn't just write songs about double standards. She calls them out live on air. In a 2014 interview with Australia's Today FM during her 1989 promo tour, Taylor was asked again about writing songs inspired by her exes.
I know people say that you write about ex-boyfriends and stuff like that, but what else are you meant to write about? The thing is, it's so public, isn't it, you dating?
But this time, she wasn't here for it. Calmly but clearly, she pushed back on the tired narrative, pointing out how male artists like Ed Sheeran and Bruno Mars write about love too, yet no one questions them.
No one says that about Ed Sheeran. No one says it about Bruno Mars. They're all writing songs about their exes, their current girlfriends, their love life, and no one raises a red flag there.
The tone shifted instantly. Taylor was being direct, drawing attention to the unfair lens through which female artists are often viewed.
And then you're gonna have people who are gonna say, oh, you know, like she just writes songs about her ex-boyfriends. And I think, frankly, that's a very sexist angle to take.
With one statement, she turned an interview into a moment of cultural reckoning, reminding everyone that her music is hers to write, and no one gets to police that. And just like that, the conversation changed. Following Taylor Swift's graceful shutdown, it was Emma Watson's turn to remind the world that being poised doesn't mean staying silent. When critics attacked her Vanity Fair photoshoot, claiming a braless pose betrayed feminism, Emma didn't just clap back, she redefined the conversation.
I think it just always reveals to me how many misconceptions and what a misunderstanding that there is of what feminism is.
Without naming names or raising her voice, she used the moment to clear up the massive misunderstanding that still surrounds the word feminism.
They were saying that I couldn't be a feminist and
have boobs. That's not true.
With the calm precision of someone who's addressed the United Nations, she dismantled the argument in seconds. Feminism isn't a stick to police women's bodies. It's about freedom to choose.
Feminism is not a stick with which to beat other women with. It's about freedom. It's about liberation. It's about equality.
No rant, no apologies, just surgical clarity. If feminism means equality, then judging her outfit was the real betrayal of the movement. That's the Watson effect, turning petty scrutiny into a viral lesson on actual feminism, all without breaking her trademark poise. In the next one, Zendaya proved that grace and strength can absolutely go hand in hand twice. When faced with a reductive question about men, Zendaya didn't correct, she elevated. With one effortless pivot, she transformed, "What do you look for in a man?"
What is the quality you most like in a man?
I'm most like in a person. How about that?
into a universal lesson on human kindness.
And I would say, like, kindness is kind of like not the best way to describe it, but some people are just good people and you can just feel it.
No lecture, no drama, just a superstar reminding us that basic respect shouldn't need a gender filter. Then came the red carpet incident that should have been a footnote, until a host's joke reduced her iconic hair to a racist stereotype.
She's such a tiny frame that this hair to me overwhelms her. Like, I feel like she smells like patchouli oil.
Zendaya responded not with outrage, but with maturity that silenced the noise.
Situation in life, you're going to be faced with things that are hurtful or are faced with things that, you know, you might have to use your voice and stand up for yourself. And I just felt like that was one of those moments, it was one of those times. And
her open letter turned the moment into a conversation about respect, perception, and dignity, earning her massive praise.
Took my time and crafted something that I felt like was the right way to respond to something like that, while making it something positive, making it something that would educate people.
Yes. Meanwhile, the host's career never quite recovered.
This incident has taught me to be a lot more aware of cliches and stereotypes, how much damage they can do.
In both moments, Zendaya showed she's not just admired for her talent or fashion, but for how she carries herself when people cross the line. She educates, redirects, and elevates. Now, we enter our top 3 moments, and things took a sharp turn right away when someone tried to ask Kate Winslet a sexist question, and she was not having it. During a press event at TIFF, the Oscar-winning actress was promoting her latest project when a reporter tossed her a question that made the entire room flinch.
I'm wondering whether you think women are really just looking for a man to come and save them.
He started off by implying that women in film are often just looking to be saved by a man, then doubled down with a baffling follow-up. The air shifted instantly.
The film is very much about the pain of women having and then being denied children. And I'm wondering whether you think Jason had a particular insight into this and whether or not it's an insight that you yourself share.
Kate didn't explode or storm off. Instead, she froze for a second, just long enough for everyone to realize how wildly inappropriate the moment was. Her stunned expression said everything.
Holy shit, is that all for me? Was that all for me? No, seriously, is that actually for me? Oh, can I not answer it?
And while her co-star Jason Reitman had to step in, Winslet's composed reaction made a statement in its own. She made it clear with just her presence. This wasn't going to slide.
The part was actually watching every woman smirk at your question. Do women just want to be tied up, Kate? Please, tell me.
Oh my God!
It was proof that sometimes the most powerful clapbacks just need to be real, and Kate made it unforgettable. And now we've got Tom Cruise showing that when it comes to his personal life, especially matters of the heart, he draws a hard line. During a sit-down interview, things took a turn when the host started pressing about his past marriage to Nicole Kidman.
Was Nicole the love of your life?
What do you mean, Peter?
What started as a casual question quickly became uncomfortable, and Tom didn't hold back. With a calm but firm tone, he called out the line crossing, making it clear that certain parts of his life aren't open for public dissection, especially not under the guise of what people want to know.
Here's the thing, Peter. Yeah. You're stepping over a line now. You're stepping over a line. You know you are.
I suppose they're questions though, that people want to know.
Peter, you want to know.
And the way he handled it was direct, sharp, but still composed. It was a quick reality check that left the interviewer visibly shaken and apologizing. Tom reminded everyone that just because someone's famous doesn't mean every part of their life is fair game.
Just put your manners back in.
Do you think I was out of line?
Yes.
In a world where stars are often expected to smile through anything, this moment stood out. It was all about drawing boundaries with dignity. And finally, if there's one celebrity who doesn't let disrespect slide, not even a little, it's Sofia Vergara. Whether it's mean tweets, mispronounced names, or unnecessary jabs at her personal life, she's always ready with the perfect clapback, sometimes even literally.
I find Kimmel to be the most smug, unlikable host in the late night. I don't see how anyone can stand to watch him.
During a hilarious but brutal segment on Jimmy Kimmel Live, Sofia read out cruel internet comments like a pro, unfazed until it was her turn to react. Let's just say Jimmy got a slap so loud, the crowd wasn't sure if it was scripted or real.
Sofia Vergara, has anyone checked for a penis?
But then things took an even nastier turn.
These are from the internet.
For sure bigger than yours.
But that wasn't the only time she made sure things stayed respectful. On The Tonight Show, when Jimmy Fallon mispronounced her name yet again, Sofia cut him off mid-sentence and called it out live.
Sofia Vergara in 20...
You don't even know how to say my name still. Like you were saying that people are having trouble, you're the one with having problems.
The audience laughed, but the message was crystal clear. Say her name right or don't say it at all.
Galele. Here and you keep saying my name wrong.
Usually I say Sofia Vergara.
And on America's Got Talent, after one too many jokes about her dating life from Howie Mandel, she made it clear she was done.
Do you see anybody in the audience tonight that you're interested in?
With a smile that said, "I'm out," she walked off set, showing once again that being funny doesn't mean being disrespectful. Sofia Vergara stands up for herself, and she does it with flair. There you have it. When Hollywood celebrities have zero tolerance for disrespect. If you enjoyed watching your favorite celeb standing their ground and shutting down the nonsense, you're in for even more jaw-dropping moments ahead. Click here to watch the next video. It's packed with even more surprise comebacks you won't want to miss.